Hi, welcome back. The remaining part, we have already seen quantity contract in previous session. Now we're going to see value contract. And let's try to find the difference between quantity contract and value contract. Okay, it's quite simple. The term itself says quantity contract. So if it is the target quantity and if it is referenced with your sales order, so in terms of consumption, okay, this is called quantity contract. The similar thing, okay, the similar thing, if you try to apply in terms of the value, okay, so here the quantity contract is ZCQ, right? So for value contract, this is WK1. Let me try to explain you. Let me try to increase the font a little. So what value is, for example, 1 kg is 3000, right? That's what we have seen in the previous session. So let's assume, so we are allowing our customer the contract. Suppose if it is 100 kgs worth of the value, okay? That means equal to this value into this. How much? This is 3 lakh, okay? If I say 3 lakh euros, okay? So like you can able to consume. So I'm just allowing my customer, it might be A material or B material or C material or D material or any material for that matter. Okay. So I can able to consume up to this value. That is called value contract. Whereas quantity contract, what it happened. So if I say 1000 kgs, okay. If I say 1000 kgs, after 1000 kgs, you are not allowed to consume. It's not based on the value. It's based on the quantity. So it is opposite to, you cannot say opposite. Here we're considering, instead of quantity, we are considering the value. Okay. So let's try to see this. Here, the 1000 quantity, out of 1000 quantity, we consumed this one. In the similar way, what we can able to do is, so we are just taking the value here. Okay. B 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example. Okay. So 100 kgs. So suppose if someone consumed, each kg is, so suppose 10 kg consumed. Okay. 10 into 3000 means 30,000, right? Yeah. So your order will be created with this value. Okay. That means 10 kg. Okay. This much worth of quantity will be delivered. Value worth of the quantity will be delivered. So once it is rounded, 3 lakh means 3 lakh minus 30,000, right? 3 lakh minus 30,000 equal to, so the remaining will be the value, what it is left, 90 kgs, right? So 10 kgs if it is already utilized, okay, this is the value of 10 kgs we ordered in terms of the sales order, right? So this is the value, and actually this is 10 kgs. So remaining 90 kgs means 270, the value, okay? So you can able to take out of 90 kgs, for example, 90 kgs you consumed. That means what is the value? This 2 lakh 70,000. Okay. 2 lakh 70,000 you consumed. Just put it. I need to add one more zero here. Otherwise, it will create a confusion. This is the final worth value you are consumed. Then this is value based. Okay. You don't have a scope for further value. If it is scope for further value, how it will be, and that we are going to control additional quantity, that the target quantity is exceeded. The similar way, target value is exceeded. That we can able to control. Okay, either warning message or error message, that we are going to see. So let me try to explain you what is WK1. Okay. So here, what is the difference between material specific means it is going for material specific material on certain value, and if it is uh, If it is general in nature means like, it is, so it is going to take up to that value. Okay, let me try to explain. 1 second. On SAP system. So if I go back to SAP system, okay. Let's go to the SPRO in the similar way. Let's try to check the contract type first. Sales and distribution, sales documents. Let's go to the contracts. So here the value contract will be there. Okay. So before moving ahead for value contract for other settings, let me try to show you. So this is contract for general and this is contract for material specific. First, you try to understand what is WK1. Okay. So, transaction book, BA41 only transaction code, and you don't have delivery and billing related information. You don't have schedule lines like how you have every contract, whatever you tag. Okay. No billing, no direct billing with reference to contract, no direct delivery. So no schedule lines. Okay. So it is value based. The document type header is. So don't miss. And my previous session, I have clearly explained previous 2 sessions, what is contract, why we required, and what exactly it is. This is the extension session. Okay. So as I said that this is WK1. Okay. General contract and item category. Let me try to show you. So here two way we can able to do it. Vivo V4. WK1 norm. Okay. So now look at this. This is the item category WKN. How it differs for WKN. Okay. Previously for quantity contract. Okay. WKC I have explained. Let's try to show you this one. Vivo V7. So now if you look at this WKN, okay. So previously for quantity contract completion rule is C. Okay. So because it is a quantity, target quantity is fully referenced, it is adjusted 1000 as 900, 1000 as 800, 800 as 300 in our previous example, again is target quantity. But here it is E, item completed after full target value is referenced. Once this value is over, okay. So where we are going to control this one? So we don't have billing relevance, okay. So there is you don't have all this. There is no schedule ends. There is no cost. Since it is not standard material, there is no credit active. We don't have all these options. Okay. Very limited options. Value referenced as a target value. And second one is you have to maintain one dummy material. Okay. At least one, this is, you can able to order with reference to this contract, you can able to take any type of materials, but you require one dummy material, okay, to maintain a value. So this is the place where we're going to control, okay. So if target value is over, okay, exceeded. So whether A means it will give warning message, B it will give the error message. So let me try to put A and we'll test now. Okay. So what is the basic difference between your contract item category and value contract item category? Quantity contract item category completion rule is C. Okay, it is E. It's common sense, right? E is based on target value. It is quantity based. And you don't have all these options. And on top of it, you can able to control with dummy material here, because quantity contract, you will take how many materials you want it in that contract. We have seen example with single material. If you want, you can take multiple materials. So at the time of releasing the value, so if it is exceeded, whether we have to give the warning message or error message or some other options would be there. So now let's go to Vivo B4 WK1 now. Okay, WKN is the item category. So let's try to check this one. If you want, you can able to define your own ones. Vivo B8. I'm just copying this one. GWK1 value contract. All. I'll put it. Press enter. So again, it is controlled by your document category G. Okay. So I'm just saying yes, so that in background it will be copied. Okay. So GWK1. Now go to the item category Vivo V7. Copy WKN GWKN. So that means GWKN will be copied to 10 or G10, right? Yes, so that in background copy controls also will be copied. So now let's go to Vivo V4. Okay, WKN and GWKN. Since I copied item category, press enter. Let's try to create a transactional data, not VA01. Go to VA41. GWK1. Okay, let's take same soul to and GWK1 S4 contract, right? Contract. So now you look at this. Here we have a target value. Let's try to take the similar 3,000, 30,000, and 3 lakh. As an example, see the material, the dummy material is automatically get copied. Don't worry about that. It's a WK00. Is your contract condition type. This value is supposed to be copied over there. Let's keep it. Value contract for all materials. Okay. I'm just putting this description. This is to year end or 6 months. How much you want, you can able to take it. Let's go for edit and incomplete log. Okay. Let's save this. Okay. So now go to VA43. You can able to see this. This is the target value. Once this is consumed, and it has to throw an error. Okay. So let's create a sales order. So let's go to the contract. Here you go for item selection. Okay. Why? Because you cannot go with your dummy material. How many materials you wanted, that you can able to do it. Let's click this item selection. Okay. So once you click this, this is the dummy material we have taken, right? Here, go to the enter material. Okay. How many kgs you want it, that you can able to do it. So you can able to enter single or multiple materials. That again depends on you. Let's try to check. Okay. So I'm just taking this material. I'm just taking this material. Okay. This is quantity I'm entering 5 kgs. This is another 5 kgs. Okay. So come back. So here, don't select this. I don't want to copy. I copy the materials which I have selected. Don't worry about this one. This is because of availability check settings in the material. Okay, you have a 5 kg, 5 kg. Okay, this is the value it's supposed to be consumed, right? Okay, so this one, WK1, GWK1, SO1, sales order one. Okay, so now you don't have schedule lines. As I said that, go to the conditions. Okay, so this is the condition value. The final net value is this one at a header level for both the materials. So let's try to save this. Okay. Now go to VA 42 or 43 to check the value. Okay. So what is the value? This is the net value, right? This is what it is referenced. So that means this value is consumed. Okay. So now let's try to create delivery. You can take any material for that matters. Okay. So not dummy material. So there is no control like quantity contract. This material is supposed to be entered. If you want their quantity contract, what are the materials you take for that only quantity base we are creating. But here we are taking since value. So we are not going to consider the dummy material. Whatever the value for the respective value, how many materials, if you condition records maintain, you can able to play with the system. So now let's create a billing. Okay, DF2, DLF. So now let's go to VA 43. Document flow, items. Okay. So the whatever the value it is was consumed against this value contract. Okay. For this sales order, this much. Now let's try to create one more. Uh, what I would say, sales order. Okay. Press enter. So let's take the reference of value contract again. So this is the value contract we have created. Okay. Oh, not quotation. This is contract. Again, item selection. Copy means it is going to copy this material, but we don't want it. Enter material. So maybe I'm just taking something like 300 kgs of this material. Come back, just copy. Okay. So where I'm just creating another sales order. See now target value of this contract is has been exceeded. Okay, this is item 10 is has a different rate. You would like to edit or else save. This is the warning message. Okay, so different rate, right? So let's do a cancel and let's try to uh, maybe like 70. Press enter. Okay, it is allowing now. Let's save this. Now let's go to VA 42 or 43. Let's check the value. See, so out of 3 lakh value, 1 lakh 741, it is consumed. Let's try to do the delivery also, this one also. So let me try to check the item category DTAB. Oh, that's why it is. Okay. Let me remove this material because this is because of item category, we don't have control. Uh, Let me try to enter this material with some 70 quantity. Okay. Let's go to VA42. What is the value it is showing? No, it is not adjusted. 1 second. Let me try to create one more order. Create with reference contract. Take this one. Item selection. Press enter. Enter material. So it's 61, maybe 70 quantity. Copy. Okay. Let's consider this one as S42. Okay. Now go to VA42. See, 140 it is got consumed. So now let's create a delivery quickly. We need not create it, but still I'm just finishing for document flow display. Okay. Now let's try to create one more order with a similar contract. You can take how many materials you want it. That's what I said. So go to enter material. I'm just taking this material. So probably this time I'm taking 150 quantity. Okay. Back, copy what it says. This is SO3. Okay. Let's try to save. See, now value is exceeded, different rate. So if I say what it will happen, this is just a warning message, right? Let's save this. Okay. So now go to VA42. In contract, the value should be exceeded. It is more than 3 lakh. Okay. So where is the control for this warning message? That's what I would like to show you. It's in ZKMN, the KMN item category. So if you go to the bottom, okay, sorry, the value contract. Here A is there, right? Suppose if I keep it B, okay, it will not allow you further. Let's try to test now. Anyhow, it is already exceeded for testing only, right? Let me try to create one more sales order with reference to contract. Go for item selection. Enter material. So it is already exceeded, right? Now you are not getting to save or something like that. Okay. Still, do you still wish to continue? If you say yes, okay. So it will come back like this. Nothing will happen. Okay. So it is asking you. I'm asking to save. Okay. So probably I need to create a new contract. Second. VA41. Because we made a setting in the middle, right? That might not be applied. So target value, I don't want to pick more. This time I'll just pick 10,000. That's it. So press enter. I don't want to go. Okay. So let's take the validity. So if it crosses, this is 36, right? This is how you have to test it. Actually, I am testing now. So go for item selection. Let's try to exceed here only. Okay. So maybe I'm just taking this material, maybe 250 the quantity. Okay. Let's come here. Let's try to copy. Okay. So let's try to save. Now it is asking save or edit. Actually, it's supposed to give an error message. So let's try to save this. I don't know. This is the issue with 1 second. First, let me check the item category. This is correct. Ideally, it should throw an error message. Okay. But I don't know as for what they have done. It is throwing an error message. So let's try to check the item category. This is WKN, it is copying. That's why it is happening like this. It should be GWK1. Okay. Let's go to VT. Before that, we go V4. GWK1. That's where I need to replace. Let's create a contract now. Okay. Now GWKN it is coming. Let's try to save the contract. It is 37, right? Same story, don't worry. So enter material, you can take n number of materials. Okay, I'm just taking this one. Come back. Let's copy this one. So let me try to save. So now this is asking, okay, document cannot be saved. Now the error is working correctly. Previously so we have changed it for WK N. So GW, not GWKN. That's why. So now if you say continue, it will not allow you to save. How many times you try? Okay. That is the power of controlling item category level, this one. Okay. Value exceeds or not. Okay. Anyhow, this is all about your value contract. And let's catch up in next session. Material specific means the value with certain certain materials only. It will not allow for whatever the material you wanted. Let's try to check that one in next session. Have a great day.